fall. Feels like I'm falling.
I'm Brandon from MusicGNV, and I'm here with Buboy.
Hey.
Buboy is a rising star in the Gainesville music scene. He also happens to be a freshman at UF, and as such, he is one of the most exciting young talents we've seen in Gainesville in a while. Buboy has played a couple of shows with MusicGNV in the last year, and recently we learned that the very first time you ever performed as Buboy in public was at a MusicGNV in Gainesville Cultural Affairs run live and local concert last year at Bodidley Plaza, specifically our teen music showcase. And here's some footage of that performance. We learned that this was your first performance publicly as Buboy during a full band performance that you did this year during the live and local concert series.
Approximately a year ago, I played on this same stage by myself for the first time ever. It was my first show ever, and I was terrified. So it's an honor to be back here. I wore the same shirt last year. If you were there, I don't know, whatever.
What inspired you to apply to play the teen showcase last year?
Many people sent it to me, like so many people on Instagram sent me the post, shared it with me, and were like, yo, you gotta do this, this could be really fun, you should do this, it would be awesome for people to hear your stuff. And I was a senior. I was a senior in high school at Eastside at the time, and I was like, yeah, this sounds like fun. And I definitely was more timid at that time, so I was glad that people had kind of pushed me and kind of really wanted me to kind of show off what I could do.
See, it's funny that you say that, because I never guessed, because you didn't mention it, that I remember, that that was your first performance. You came across as very confident.
Awesome.
And as somebody who had been doing this for a while. So the Bodidley Plaza stage is huge. In fact, it intimidates many seasoned performers. What did it feel like for your first performance to be on that big, iconic stage?
Oh my gosh, it was like a really it might be cliche to say like a full circle moment as a Gainesville native. I remember the summer before I played at for the teen concert series, I was at Bodidley Plaza watching a live and local concert with my friends, and it was, I don't remember who it was, but it was somebody on stage, and they were absolutely just singing their heart out, this huge note, and the band was super tight, and there was horns, and it was really amazing. And I remember taking videos of it and being like, man, that would be so crazy. Because at that point I hadn't played in front of anybody really, and I remember a friend being like, no, you got it, I can totally see you up there, soon, just wait on it soon. And I was like, yeah, I hope so, that'd be cool. And so yeah, for sure, as a Gainesville native, growing up, walking downtown, just passing the plaza, and there's always people there. There was always a show or a market or something, and so yeah, getting to kind of stand on there and have people there to listen to me, it was very, those are the kinds of moments that are just really gratifying, especially starting out. That was a very privileged opportunity to have just starting out.
Did it inspire you to play more shows?
Oh, for sure. I remember that when I got off stage at the teen concert series, I just remember the feeling of oh, I want to do this over and over again. I want to do this I want to do this tomorrow, and I want to do this the day after that, and just really feeling super eager to just keep on getting better, but also just just to kind of share with the community and be part of that live atmosphere. It was really kind of an intoxicating feeling as a senior in high school. I was like, man, I want to do this forever.
Do you think that you would have gone out there and made the splash that you have in our community? Because you have played many other shows since then. Do you think that you would have gone down that path had that performance at Bodidley not pushed you along?
It certainly would have been much more daunting, I think, for me to because I think what I really enjoyed about like that first opportunity was how open like the like Gainesville music community was just off the rip, and you know, it was just, yeah, to play on a stage like Bodilly Plaza for my first ever show as Buboy, like it made the rest of it seem so much more like I can do this, like it's chill, everything from here I can handle because I already did that.
That's beautiful. In the last year, you have really shined. You've done a number of things that are remarkable. You've released excellent songs. You've made music videos. You've played a bunch of shows in Gainesville at a bunch of different places. You've even performed in other states. What have been some of your favorite things that you've done in the music space in the last year?
Oh my gosh. Well, you mentioned a lot of it. The music video was amazing to do. I'm a student at UF in the journalism school for media production, so it was kind of really neat for me to be able to like combine what I'm doing in school and what I'm really passionate. I'm very passionate about like filmmaking and videography and stuff like that. So I directed that video. I like just shot it as much as I could. I edited it, and so it was really like one of those like labor of loves that I'm really proud of it still. And I have more planned for the future, but that was a real highlight. But also, you mentioned some of my shows outside of Gainesville. Last November we played in Portland, Oregon, and that was like a huge honor. It was an event at Portland State University, and they paid for the flight and for the hotel and whatnot, and it was very like a privileged experience, and on a different coast, in a different time zone, where I went there and I played with my band and people were singing back to me that I'd never met before, and it was very surreal.
Wow.
And just this past March, last month, we played in Jacksonville for the first time at UNF, and that was also like really, really just lovely and an honor, because just a similar thing where it's strange having people so excited to see you when you don't know them.
Do you feel that the Gainesville music community has embraced Buboy?
I have been so like grateful and so like just like privileged to be a part of it and to be like so like seamlessly like integrated into it and like welcomed with like open arms. This is a neat story that's also related to the live and local concert series. But after I played that, the first one, the teen concert series, a week or so after that was the first big show.
The Dion Dia How Bizarre Festival.
Exactly,
show,
yeah. And that festival was the first time I saw the band Mad Woman play.
The MusicGNV grant recipient, yes.
Exactly. And I got to see Mad Woman play, and I was super inspired. And so I got to talk to Mad Woman after their set, and this was one of the craziest moments. Like early on, I remember I was talking to them. I introduced myself, and I was like, "Hi, I'm Adriel." And then Chandler from Mad Woman, the guitarist, was like, "Oh, we know you. We've seen you on MusicGNV. You're Buboy, right?" And I was like, "No way, no way." And there, I was like, "How do you? There's no way. Like, that was my first show ever. Like, I don't know how you would have possibly known like that I do music." And they're like, "Yeah, you're a singer, right? Like, we stay so tapped in." They were literally so like, "Yeah, we stay involved with like MusicGNV, and we love like everything that like we love staying a part of it and like seeing everything." And so that was a crazy moment for me, where I was like, they knew who I was, and I was deeply inspired by them. And that was all thanks to that teen concert series. And it's now a full circle moment to be just 1 year later, playing the same festival with them, sharing the stage with them.
Oh, that is so lovely. Thank you for sharing that story.
Yeah.
So at Live and Local this year, which was your second time performing that series, you really blew me away. you had the audience in the palm of your hand. What did it feel like to be back on that stage?
I felt so much more like assured in myself, and I was so confident, and I thought about that kid, just a year ago, who was I was so nervous before that show, and that show, that first teen concert show, I played by myself, with backing tracks and just me and my guitar. It was daunting, and I just coming back to the next year of being so like I feel at home now, like doing this, so yeah, it was really a wonderful feeling to come back.
I mean, it only took 1 year to go from a teen music showcase to being a headlining performer at
Sure.
Ridley Plaza with your name on the marquee and everything.
Crazy,
And
crazy.
that's just where you're starting. So that is something that I am just really stoked to see what comes next. And on that note, what's next on the agenda for you? What plans do you have for the near future?
I have music coming out. I'm planning and working on more music videos. And I'm really excited for the big music festival this Saturday. And to share the stage with so much talent from Florida and from beyond. And I'm just happy to be here.